Hi, hello, and welcome to once again. This is another video about using the voltage gauge, the battery gauge. As you can see over here, we have a voltage gauge. However, we do not have the number system on it. We have high and low. So once we start the car in the run position, you can see it go up almost halfway. That's actually about 12 volts. Now, you're going to see it go up a little more as the alternator takes over. See it go up a little more? So around halfway on these type of gauges you should be. Right on this one, it's right around where the battery symbol is. So this is a good way, like I said before, about seeing if you have a no start. If it doesn't go in the middle, so you know, remember, this instrument panel can light up around 10.5 volts, 11 volts also. So obviously, you have to get a booster. But let's say, for example, if you're at 10.5 volts or you're not even at half over here, you try your power lock doors, your power seats, power window, they don't work. After it did work over here, the dashboard was illuminated like you can see over here. That means probably you have a bad connection somewhere, either the negative or the positive, going maybe to the engine block, or also if you have a killer switch. Sometimes you have it for they want to cut off the switch to the battery. Those could be broken easily. Now the other thing is you can have corrosion. If you'll see once more. Now, almost in a half. Remember we had it. We have a surface charge on it. So as you can see, one more time. If you have around 10.5 volts, 11 volts, that means you might have corrosion also. Remember I made a video on the corrosion, how to estimate if you have corrosion or if you have rust, especially on the side terminals. They get very rusted on those GMs, and it's hard to make contact when you put a booster on it. So remember, if you can't make contact with a booster, or you're going to have problems boosting the car itself. So first thing is make sure you don't have corrosion and make sure you don't have rust on it. And I showed you a video of measuring resistance on that. Now again, let's say now you have 12 volts. If I have 12 volts on this gauge when I start it up, could mean the computer, could mean also obviously the relay, the solenoids, the voltage drop across the wires to the starter motor. That's a different situation altogether. First thing is first, make sure you have the proper voltage. Over there it was easier to read the numbers. Over here it's a little more difficult, but around halfway. Now this means that the alternator is replenishing the battery right now and accessories. If, let's say for some reason the alternator is not doing its job, let's say I'm back at around 12 volts or it doesn't go this high up, that could mean either the alternator, or it means also the computer is not controlling the alternator and the alternator is not listening to the computer. I made a video on that. You can see how to measure that with a clamp meter. Now the alternator is here. We have the lights on. We have all that. I'm gonna put on all the accessories just like the other gauge. The same thing. Putting on all the lights, all the fan motor at high speeds. Again, since it doesn't have a torque tachometer over here, I'll still rev it. I give it about 10-15 seconds. I like to do it. You can see the needle stays steady at the halfway mark with all the accessories on. So this is a quick test, just like the other one, to do alternator output voltage test. So anyway, I hope this was a little helpful. And go to my channel. If you don't see anything on these videos, I'm sure it'll come up on the other videos that I have on the channel. Joe, Electronic Schematics for Auto. The other one, Automotive Electronic Schematics by Joseph. So one more time. Here, this is on the run position. Almost halfway. Almost halfway. And then it'll go back. Now it goes a little more than halfway, right where the battery symbol is. You know the alternator is charging. A little difficult to know from these because, like I said, it doesn't have the number system on it. But you should be around halfway on these. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, please go to my channels and please subscribe to Automotive Electronic Schematics by Joseph. Thanks for watching.